Hey there! In today's video, I will be reviewing Investable, which is a course that was co-created by Val Njoroge of Africa's Pocket and Rina Hicks of MoneyWise. And this is a follow-up to my last video on investing, where I broke down the principles and factors to consider before you start investing. So I think the first thing obviously is to break down what the course entails. So as I've said, Investable is a course on investing in Kenya, and the course is 5 weeks long and there are 5 modules. So ideally you're moving at a pace of 1 module a week, and the total hours for the course is about 10 hours. And so it ran over 5 weeks, and each week there was a live Q&A. So the course itself is available through the Africa's Pocket website, and once you get access to it, you have access to it forever. And the course goes for $250 US, which roughly converts to 27,000 Kenya shillings. So I paid that full price. I'm not affiliated or sponsored by either of them, so I had through Africa's Pocket. Late last year they had teased the collaboration with Rina Hicks, and I've been following both of them for a long time, and I've gotten so much from all the content that they share for free. And so I was very ready to put my coin into whatever it is that they came up with. Imagine, before I did this course, I was so determined to look up every single investment option that's out there in Kenya, to do my research, to hopefully find experts on it, get them to answer my questions, and just have all that information for myself. I was very, very determined because since like 2019, if you've been following, I've been doing my research and learning a lot about just financial wellness and independence. Thank goodness this course came out before I put myself through that hassle. So according to Africa's Pocket, by the end of the course, you'll be able to create an investment plan that works for your income, your goals, and your lifestyle. Understand how to evaluate investment opportunities and how to make investment decisions. And then lastly, to diversify your investment portfolio so you don't have all your eggs in one basket. So maybe I can just talk about like the main pros of having done this course. And I'd say the first thing is it saves time. I think a lot of courses and services that you pay for help you to save time. As I mentioned earlier, I was determined to collect and gather all this information, but it should have easily taken well over a year. And if you compare that against a 5-week course, I think that saving time for me was a much better alternative than saving money. And also, when you think about investing, like the best time to invest is right now, because you want time to work in your favor in terms of interest, compound interest. So I think for me, saving time was the biggest benefit of having done this course. The second thing is the detailed information on all the investment opportunities in Kenya. So on the platform, in addition to just the course content where there are like short videos expounding on certain topics, they do have written ebooks and a lot of free additional information within the course that's accessible to anyone who's paid for a lifetime. So forever you have access to this content, and it's so detailed because it explains the investment option, what it is, what you could use the investment for, and then tips on how to choose the right investment option. For example, a fixed deposit account. So it will explain what that is, what you would use fixed deposits for, and then how to pick which bank that you should open a fixed deposit account with. So what are the criteria you would need to look out for, and red flags to watch out for. And I think having such a breakdown that I can always come back to has been really, really helpful. Another thing that the course gave me was tools. There are spreadsheets within the course, exercises to do, and these are things maybe you might not find elsewhere for free in the structure that was created, or you may take really long to find them. So as I keep saying, I will not rate this course based on if you can find this information for free, because at any given point there's nothing free about gathering education. You're either spending your time or your money or both. So I think having those tools was really important. And the thing is, when you're within the course, you're engaging with a group of other like-minded people who are learning about finances. There is that drive or morale or motivation to do the exercises, to figure out these the spreadsheet and how it works, and what to think about when it comes to your finances. So that also, when it comes to the time for the Q&A session, if you do have any questions, you're ready to air your concerns, your questions, and get clarifications. So I also like the structure of a course because of the community-based approach that it creates. And actually, within my cohort, we've been able to have a forum beyond the course, which we already completed, and in that forum we discuss and share with each other any investing opportunities that arise, and we are continuing to do more research to get more detail on the investment opportunities out there and how to keep assessing and growing. So I think that's invaluable to have a community that is as interested and as passionate in financial literacy as you are. Of course, the other thing is the access to experts. So you can read websites and blogs, but you might not be able to directly communicate with people who are in the field and ask them questions. And I think that the course gave us that opportunity to engage directly with Val and Rina and the guests that they brought in, or shared information that added to the course. And so even beyond the network within the Investable course, I think the last pro would be the live Q&A sessions. Those were very, very informative because you really get the opportunity to just engage with real people. We were over 100 in this first cohort, so you can imagine how lively it was, and how so many people ask questions you wouldn't have even thought about, but you learn so much from the answers that are given. We had conversations around retirement and cryptocurrency, and there were conversations on real estate as well. So I think that it was just so engaging and informative. Now, what I would say the cons are, depending on how you look at it, maybe the first that would make it difficult for maybe many people to access the course is definitely the cost, but it's definitely something people could look into saving up for. I believe Africa's Pocket has other courses, and they have some sort of payment plan where you can just pay per module, and so that's something to also look into as well. I think the other con, or like the main disadvantage of a course that's set up like this is, as I mentioned, we were over 100 people who signed up and were participating, and so even in our Q&As and discussions, it was not possible for every single person to have their question answered in that forum. But let me tell you, they really did their best. Like, Rina did her best to answer all the questions, and they also shared contacts who we could talk to directly to get our personalized questions answered. So I'd say that the course is not necessarily going to be the end of your financial literacy and maybe getting all your finances together, because there's still that need to probably contact or get a personal financial advisor or coach who can actually walk with you through your personal journey, because the way the course is, you might not really get that experience out of it. So overall, I would say, based on what I learned from the course, I am better equipped to assess the investment opportunities that are out there for me, to avoid rookie mistakes, and to really just narrow down the options that I have based on my goals, and to ask the right questions when engaging with the investment products that are out there for me. I would highly recommend this course, but you have to remember that the course will not do the work for you. A lot of the work falls in your hands as the investor who's been equipped to the education. They are not biased towards certain companies or products, so they will not tell you, go and invest here with this particular company. They don't do that. They'll tell you, when you go out there, this is what you must look out for. These are the red flags, and then now you are going to make those choices for yourself. I'm really grateful for the course, grateful to Val and Rina for putting it together, and their entire team who worked to streamline the course and the entire process. I'm curious if you have done a financial course before. Which one did you do? How was it? Was it beneficial? Are you interested in the Investable course? Like, just let me know down below. So thank you so much for watching this video. Always remember that your hair is your crown and your body is a temple. Embrace it, love it, and take care of it. Bye!